Hey YouTubers, more exploring of the Olympic Peninsula, Washington.
This is Indian land that I guess has been closed to people for a long time because of COVID, and the sign was finally open. So we're gonna go check it out. It's supposed to be really pretty. And enjoy.
So I'm going to try to use these maps to share with you where we're going today. This is along 112, right along the coastline, and hoping to get all the way out to Neah Bay, a western point of Washington, and pretty far west in the U.S.
I really just thought it was different. I didn't think the whole peninsula was as mountainous as it is.
I guess we all get preconceived notions, and I guess for the Olympic Peninsula, I was just a little bit off on what I thought.
And I made a little error before. This whole thing isn't Indian land, it's at the end. So there were signs saying where you couldn't go any further. Now those signs are lifted. And there's some pretty stuff down there to see. So there's going to be some state parks, I think, before we get to that. And I'll show you what I show you. And I'll hope you enjoy. It's a pretty road. Picnic tables, camping area.
Quarters of a mile.
This is to the beach.
Is on
This
your
one
left.
is-
Present beach.
I do my best not to show just driving and show some points of interest in case you come here.
Area. Maybe there's a trailhead there. Oh, that's pretty.
Ooh-wee.
There's a bee place. There's some camping down here. This is hard to look at. Port Crescent. Privately owned, it said.
Oh yeah, so it's not part of the park.
Yeah. This camping area is not part of the park, it's privately owned. They're a little tight. Register at office before entering beach area.
I didn't check prices, but if you want to find out, just Google, camping around Port Crescent, Washington, and this place will probably come up and give you their rates.
Tent areas for tent camping.
Those waves look so white, don't they?
They do.
So
Overused but stunning.
Oh my goodness, it is pretty.
I love this road with all this stuff on it. Tell me if you want to stop. Yeah, we're gonna stop right here. There's nobody behind us. What's going on?
Should I say that it's stunning again, or gorgeous, or whatever?
Sailboat out there. Mountain ranges on across. That's pretty friggin' awesome.
We kept driving up the road a little bit further and got to a point where we had to turn around, but there were some big, beautiful houses there. The other half, they tend to live pretty good sometimes, but I'm happy just to see it myself.
It's pretty. So lush and green. Right up to the ocean. Or the bay.
This is the strait. This
Strait
is the Strait of
to
Juan de Fuca. When you go on a cruise ship out of Seattle, you come through here.
Salt Creek Recreation Area. And it's a county park for, yeah, they have some camping here. Day use is free. Straight ahead of you, those mountains you see across the water, it's Canada. Vancouver Island.
As per normal, I like to share campgrounds with you.
Is he towing that with a Tesla? think that's a Tesla. If he's not touching, that was close.
Yep, it was a Tesla, and one day I'd like to have them. Maybe even the Cybertruck. I think that would be a cool way to go RVing. But next we're going to get to the rustic area where it's tent, and you can get RVs in there as well. It's nice.
This
think
is
I
the
did
tent
one.
area. Some power too.
I walked around.
I've come to the point where I will keep rambling and editing, but I'm going to throw in some music for you too. I think the rates were really reasonable here. There was a big truck behind me trying to park a camper. This section actually had room for some big rigs, which is not always the case in rustic camping.
These are in the sun, so I feel a little bit warmer.
I do apologize for some of the glare. I'm hoping in the future to fix that.
The non-electric are usually better sites, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
These aren't close to level over here. That's a nice little county park. All right, we're going to continue back and see more stuff. GoPro.
I didn't do it this time, but I'd stay there. I recommend it.
This is Lear River Campground. I stopped to try to check to tell you how much it costs if you wanted to come here, but they didn't have the prices listed. They had the envelopes, but also didn't list. Maybe up here. I don't know.
Look at the rivers right
There's a little river, yeah. This is it, huh?
Oh, wow.
No, it just tells you how many people you can have, and nowhere says how much it costs. That's weird.
Oh, this is it.
This is it.
Okay.
It's small, YouTubers,
Tiny.
but you got to see it. There's paths to the river. Little campground, a little river there, look like some paths. Don't know how much it costs. Here's Mouth Trail. It's cute. I don't know what all you would do some hiking and stuff. We're gonna go on to the end. Oh, you weren't recording. We're going to Murdoch picnic area, day use kind of thing. Found it by accident. It's ways back here. I see water. It might be a great find. I'll show you when we get there. Go. We have found the middle of nowhere, Washington. We turned around. That was too much. Go. We're going up. People have camped here. Big hole, big hole, big hole. I hate when you see the tree graveyards where they've cut everything down. We're in a finest day use area that none of you are going to care one iota about, but it's not always about you. Somebody's here. I did not expect to see somebody here. GoPro, stop recording.
I'll tell you, this place is really cool and you should see it, but the road's pretty rough.
Very sandy. There we go. Okay, got my feet wet, which I didn't plan on doing. Again, that's Canada over there. You should be able to see that cruise ship. It's Vancouver Island.
All right, a lot further west to get to.
This is pretty. It's all motorhomes.
There's a place.
There's a bald eagle.
Yeah.
No, I thought it was. I thought I saw white. I think it was just the sun. It's a big hawk.
There's two of them.
Oh, wow.
And that's a pretty big marina with an RV park. Sekiu, Washington. I think you should check it out.
The Olympic Peninsula is huge. Doesn't look that huge on a map. It's huge.
I make a couple claims that we're going to the furthest west point in the lower 48. That's not true. That goes to Cape Alava.
This guy.
Getting some sea mist. I don't think it's rain. It's just fog.
Low cloud. Low cloud, right?
Yeah.
They must never get summer here, right?
I wouldn't think. This is probably what this looks like all year long. Look how full all the woods are, you know what I mean? You can't see in there at all.
That's why it's so lush here.
Yeah.
Ooh, that smells like the ocean.
Yeah, I can smell the ocean. I can see the ocean.
The strait.
The Strait of Juan de Fuca. Close enough?
Yeah, close enough.
This is about as far west as America goes, isn't it? Without Hawaii, obviously.
Yeah. And Alaska. Within
Yeah.
the continental
Yeah.
States, yes.
Now, I can't tell you how much further west Cape Alava goes, but on a map, it looks like maybe a couple feet, not much further than this from Neah Bay.
That tree's gonna come down on the road. Eventually.
So the road got a little narrow, it was windy, it was beautiful though, had a low speed limit, so my advice, go slow, enjoy the views, watch out because it probably rains here a lot, but it's a great drive. You should put it on your list.
Like, none of these spots say no overnight camping, but I would think you couldn't. But it's the kind of place you make the one cop find you and say, hey, you can't park here. Oh, really? I'm sorry. I didn't see a sign. I thought I was all right. I'll leave.
They're not going to make you go driving at 2 a.m., you know,
Right.
on these windy roads. It's just dangerous.
I kind of think there's good boondocking opportunities. So, as well as the other advice, allot yourself some time. This is pretty far out there.
Oh, that's a great spot.
It's a good spot. Some of these look like they've been there, you know what I mean?
What? No. I don't
Like
know.
that guy. He's setting shit up, you know, he's unpacking a trailer and shit, so maybe you can. Bwah, bwah, bwah.
As far as we can. Still haven't seen that mile marker.
Uh-uh. Birch trees. This is beautiful. Well, YouTubers, I wanted to take you to the furthest west we could go in the United States, but it doesn't look possible. They still have the town closed because of COVID. Because that.
Well, they have a guard station set up. They must be. They plan to be closed for a long time.
Yeah.
Well, you can imagine, like, if there's an outbreak here, there's no facilities. There's
Right.
Look how far you have to go to get anything.
Yeah.
That was the big concern out here.
Sure. Well, this has been a long video that hopefully you enjoyed. I got you as west as I could get you.
I took a couple pictures of my GPS to show you where we made it to. Almost there.
Record a little of this. I can't guarantee if it's going to make it in the cut. That's for me, because the views were pretty from this direction too.
We had hopes that since they'd taken the sign down way, way back at the 101 that we'd be able to get all the way to Neah Bay and to the ocean, but sadly that wasn't the case.
Mile 6. We just passed mile 6.
Oh, okay.
So we got to within a couple miles, I think. YouTubers, I think we got to within about 2 miles of the end of America. The lower 48. Take it easy. Everybody always wants to correct you. You're watching campers unpack, weren't you? It sure looks like people are camping on the sides of the roads here. Look at that, tubers.
Here's the end of the video. Now it's just a very long drive all the way back to the fur balls waiting in my van. I hope you have a great and wonderful day.